If you ever want to veer off and do a Frank Stallone podcast, let me know.
No, that won't happen.
Any of you people out there that find humor in this, you're really a sick, vapid person. You got no soul. You think it's funny? This is a sick society. This has gone beyond the pale. You people should be ashamed of yourself.
This is episode 7. I can't believe it's already episode 7, folks, of the Frank Stallone. So what we're about to watch here, of course, for our audio listener, again, I can't encourage you guys enough, even if just for the Frank Stallone segments, but then again for our film segments too, because you get to see what we're seeing. However, if come to our YouTube channel, you get to see what we're seeing. But we'll talk about here. So we got Frank. I don't know if it's his kitchen, but it's a kitchen. He's looking very, very happy with himself. Why, folks? Because it's his birthday. Oh, it's adorable. He's turning 73, and he's got a cake there, and he's got his hands in his pocket like, oh, gee whiz, it's my birthday. So let's hear the group sing, and we have a special guest will appear into the video. Just can't stay out of it, can he? But here we go. Here, let's watch.
Happy to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Frank, happy birthday to you.
Sly comes into the picture around the countertop and puts his arm around Frank, and Frank does, the keep punching pose, and Sly's looking at the cake. It's just like this real, you're my brother, Frank. I have 3 brothers. Okay. Maybe I just don't love my brothers. Maybe I just don't love the way these guys love each other. But I have never sung happy birthday to my brother and ever felt the need to go up to him during the song, put my arm around him, and like, you know what? It's your birthday, brother. It really is.
Stallone's got to be on camera. So he's just got to be in that frame,
And then he moves out of picture again. Watch, he moves out of frame. Like, it's all yours, Frank. The stage is yours.
All right, 73.
Do you think?
Thank you very much.
Do you think his daughter kind of shoved him to push Stallone sort of to get on camera? Because he just kind of comes maybe I forget which daughter that is right there, Sistine or something. Did she kind of give him the little shove Dad?
Yeah, I think
camera?
so. I think you might be right about that, Matt.
He looks a little reluctant.
If Stallone and his family are in the video, is this part of Family Stallone season 2 stuff?
Maybe.
Yeah,
very possible.
Thank you. What?
All right.
Thank you, girls.
So it's just thank you, girls, and Sly starts taking out the candles. We want to say a happy birthday to Frank. And let me just say, that's not the last birthday video we have. I mean, Frank doesn't stop celebrating. But now, the next video we have is Frank's outside. Don, what do you think the over-under is that he's going to mention that he worked out? What do you think?
I mean, I would say there's 130% chance he's going to mention that he worked out.
Okay, let's see if we'll take those odds.
Everyone that gave me well wishes and for my birthday and all
You should have asked me, what's the over-under on something being very noisy in the
video? He's like, hey, we're about to do a video. Can someone start their power tools, please? That's part of our content here.
He purposely goes to film when they're doing construction.
for my
Let's go back.
one that gave me well wishes and for my birthday on Sunday and all weekend. A lot of my friends really made me feel good. When you get older, it makes you feel good that people still know you're alive. But we had a good workout today. It's been my first in a few days. As you can see, I'm wearing copper fit here. Sometimes, your joints just act up, and that's the way it goes. But Alex and I did a nice workout, did legs, and I'm even wearing shorts.
There you go, Dom. You got some more. Frankly, he heard you on the previous episode.
Yes.
He mentioned he never wears shorts. Then you comment you see more Frank than you ever want to see, and he heard that. Now he's showing you more leg. Look at that.
I'm getting as much Frank as I could take right now. I mean, geez.
Look at those legs. Those legs are all of 73, my friend. So he went to the gym. He's doing well. We're going to get a lot of gym videos today, folks, so strap in for that. Okay.
I'm glad he's doing better.
Oh, he's doing better. His voice is back.
But we're real good. I want to thank everyone again for their kind wishes and their kind words. And
I guess he doesn't listen to our show.
It's gonna happen, Ryan. I just want you to know he's gonna find this.
Do you think so? I don't know.
I think so. I call it.
Stallone's coming back, baby. See ya.
All right, so he mentioned, of course, that Family Stallone is coming back. So season 2. So he knows he's being filmed. It's being filmed. I think that birthday sequence must have been having Sly come up like that. It seems too posed. Okay, so yeah, he's saying thank you to all the well wishers. Now we got another gym scene, and we got Frank Stallone here doing his. You have to see our YouTube channel, but he's doing his Joe Biden impersonation here. Look at this. Does he look like Joe Biden here?
Yeah,
he does. He does actually. Wow, that's funny.
Yeah. So he's wearing his shirt "Staying Alive," and this is going to come up later. So he's wearing the "Staying Alive" shirt. Okay, we'll talk about that later. But right now he's working out, so just check that out. I want to smack those freaking shades off his head so badly when he wears them in the gym.
Strict. Out of weight. Strict. You notice my elbows don't move. That's strict. You know why? Because I'm staying alive.
Okay. Oh, wow. Again, we're led to believe, guys, that he's been doing these curls for, this is 100, 102, 103. Like, right.
Set 16.
Yeah. He's mentioning that to keep the elbows straight and strict, he's talking about strict, strict discipline, don't want to hurt yourself. And the reason why is because he's staying alive. How does that segue between proper elbow movement, positioning, and staying alive? It's a horrible segue, but we're not done with it. Let's just leave it at that. Let's just chalk it down to a terrible segue, and he'll get into staying alive later. Don't worry. So now this video against the same day at the gym. He's now sitting. He's doing the arm curls, the old elbow against the leg, doing the arm curls. And look at him looking at the screen there. I think he's just, who's he doing this for?
His adoring fans, Ryan.
Yeah, go ahead, Don.
Now, does he ever explain why he wears the sunglasses in the gym? Is this almost like his ego? Maybe he thinks he's going to get recognized, so he wears the sunglasses.
No, he wants to get recognized. He wants it. He's not trying to hide from the public. He wants to be recognized.
He might as well just be wearing a shirt that says Frank Stallone on it.
No kidding. Well, he is wearing "Staying Alive."
The dead hang curl, concentration curl.
Dead hang curl
You
concentration.
see, I don't hardly move my elbow. Now, some people will go like this. Put it against the leg.
So, folks at home, what he's doing, he's showing you the strict discipline that he follows, and then he's giving you an example of not how to do it. I would love during the bad example moment that he actually breaks his elbow or something. It's like, don't do it this way, and his elbow just snaps. Have you seen any of those gym injury videos on Instagram feeds or whatever?
Oh, God.
I can't watch
they're
those.
horror movies, yeah.
Have you seen those, Matt?
Yeah, I can't watch them.
And sometimes I don't know if it's going to happen. Like, they'll be in my algorithm feed, right? They'll come up, and I'm like, is this where the guy's benching? Is this where his knees buckle in half? And like, yeah, okay. We've all seen it, so everyone knows what I'm talking about. Yeah.
This is a simple, but really good exercise. My brother used to do this a lot.
He said my brother used to do this a lot.
It was taking shots. So that was like shots fired right there. That's like, my brother used to do it when he was in better shape. I love it.
Louis just wanted to say that Frank does listen. He probably has a burner account specifically
100%.
to watch these breakdowns. Yeah. Okay. It probably says not Sly's brother.
Would you say, Alex, it helps with your peak?
Yep.
Wait, did he say the guy's name?
He did.
Alex.
He said it earlier. Alex. When he was in front of the drill, too, he said it. He said, me and Alex.
Oh, it is Alex. It's not Alejandro. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He thought it was Alejandro.
Would you say, Alex, it helps with your peak?
Yep.
Everyone give a shout out to Alex with his great camera work. What a job this guy has, eh?
Poor Alex.
How did he get this job, I wonder?
You notice I'm not swinging. Are my arms the biggest in the gym? No. but I don't have joint pain. Only joint you want working is the one in your underwear.
Did you catch what he said there?
I got that joke. He said he had no joint pain, but wasn't he in the previous video wearing
Yes.
a joint right in that location? He was wearing the copper.
Yes, he has a copper brace because he has joint pain. Maybe this is like a Pulp Fiction movie or something. We're getting out of order.
This is out of context. This is before.
And why is his penis built with joints? Is it crooked? Oh man. Okay, so now we thought the birthday celebrations were over. Not in Frank's world. No way.
Wrong.
We've got another dinner party. There's a big ass candle here on the table blowing up. Yeah, he's with his other friends at another party celebrating his birthday. And this is literally 5 or 6 days after his birthday. This wasn't the same weekend. This was
So he
literally
was like,
Celebration.
so there's just one friend there.
George, Laura.
There's someone there, lady friend there.
Happy birthday.
Okay, this guy, you almost feel his desperation. I'm going to go back just a little bit. This guy that comes in goes, "Happy birthday, Frank." He knows he's about to be on camera. It's like, look, I have a friend who's a celebrity.
Celebration. You got George, Laura.
Happy birthday, Frankie.
Look,
Yeah.
look at that grin on his face. He's probably 75 to 80, but he's dressing like he's a college student.
are any of these people Alex?
He didn't say Alex, did he?
No,
I don't
this
think
is
so.
Frank behind the camera.
Yes, Frank behind the camera. Alex doesn't get invited to the parties.
Alex just gets paid.
An exploding candle with
It's not exploding. It's a sparkler. Yeah, it looks like a bowl. We got blueberries, raspberries. Because Frank's trying to show you that he's healthy. This is a healthy
Right.
dessert. This isn't the cake
Right.
that he had before.
fucking in blueberries. So it's a very nice. Well, it just went out, so that my life is over at this point. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Now, have you ever heard of this Philly mayor? Matt, are you familiar with this
No,
Philly mayor?
I don't know who this is.
This mayor, he was known for, I forget his name. I apologize. I should let people know. If I'm sounding or feeling a little bit punchy, I've had 4.5, 5 hours sleep. I saw Metallic last night. I went to bed at 3 a.m. I'm in a hotel. That's why the lighting's really bad and I look terrible and all that good stuff. And I think I don't have my show notes. I think they're on my other computer. So I apologize. But this is the old time Philly mayor. I forget his name. It's easy to Google. But the reason why it's on here is because Frank put it on his Instagram to show you again the old days of how to be tough on crime, to be all this. But this guy was notoriously known also to be very divisive. Go figure. Frank is a fan of somebody who's divisive because of his some of his racial feelings. I wonder how many black friends Frank has. Any guesses?
I'm gonna go with -0.
Okay. Here we go here with this mayor guy. He's talking to a reporter, and just there's nothing much to this video other than just showing how tough he is, how much of a tough guy he is. And we should, I guess, applaud this behavior. Here we go.
Crumb creep. I want to fight you. But you don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum. Put that on camera. You're a creep. Get away from me.
Well, sir, I'm on the public street. I should be authorized to be here.
Okay, that's it. That's the video clip.
Crumb bum.
Yeah, and did you notice that Philly talk crumb bum? That was actually Paulie. Didn't he say that in the Rocky films?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It turned into a crumb bum Rocco.
Do Paulie as the mayor. Do the Paulie as the mayor. That clip.
You're a creep. Get out of here. You're a creep. You're not supposed to be on this block. You're just some crumb bum. She's not a virgin anymore. She's busted.
Okay. All right. Back to the gym. All
Right. Okay, folks. I'm not a gynecologist. I'm doing a different exercise here.
What did he say?
What did he say? I'm not
No
a
idea.
gynecologist. I couldn't.
Oh no! Did he say that?
No, I don't think he said that. Let's try that. Oh, wait. Is it because his legs are spread open?
I don't.
Oh no!
I'm
let me
not at
catch
the
that.
gynecologist. I think he might have said.
I'm not at the gynecologist. Oh,
Yeah.
because his legs are spread.
Let's-
Okay, let's. Okay.
Right. Okay, folks. I'm not a gynecologist. I'm
You called it, Matt. You heard it clear as day. He said it.
Oh my gosh.
Even low for Frank, you know.
So Frank, whose arm isn't injured, is wrapped up in that bandage.
He's gonna be wearing a full-blown cast in the next episode. Like, my joints are fine.
Remember when I was showing you not how to do those exercises and I don't have any joint pain? Don't pay no mind to the to my injury wraps around my elbows. Okay, so again, Frank's wearing his Phillies hat. He's wearing his sunglasses. His legs are spread open on this machine as he does these back down or whatever, pull down lat exercise or whatever. So far, we've had the gynecologist joke and we had a penis joke. He's on fire this week.
He's perverted, Frank.
Yeah, he is. Oh, yeah, he is.
Doing a different exercise there. No stirrups.
No stirrups.
No stirrups. Yeah, he's
on fire.
Delivery.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's saying I'm not delivering a baby. That might have been a better one.
Oh, this is good. That's some relaxing dumps. Yeah. Go Philly.
He says "Go Philly" and Alex laughs. He's such a hype man. Like, if I was filming Frank and he yelled "Go Philly," I'd be like, okay, I guess so. Why is that funny? Or is Alex actually laughing at Frank? Maybe he's team us. Maybe he's laughing with us.
I just hope he's getting the right compensation. Like, I hope he's getting paid a decent amount of money.
I wonder what he's getting paid. Okay, so now Frank's changed positions on the same machine, but he's just sitting now.
Frank is back like a tank.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There's Alex. Frank is back like a tank. Frank the tank. Alex is the hype man. Frank just loves it. He just loves having this guy with him. And look at his face here. Again, we're led to believe this is like round 5 or set 6 or whatever of 50. But this is all he does with what's on camera.
Yeah. Gotta work through it, baby. Gotta work through pain.
Hey, I thought his joints didn't hurt. He said you got to work through pain.
Could you imagine how the other people in the gym feel about this? Every day they see him doing this, getting recorded, screaming.
Well, to be fair, they only see him for 5 minutes.
He goes in, all right, let's make it look like we're on set 200.
Now, less people at us and Frank himself. Yes, I know he works out. His arms, there's some definition in his body. Like, he's not a schlub. He's 73 years old. He works out. Okay, I just wanted to do that little caveat. Let us, Alex, at us in the comments. Okay, Alex, settle down. I think the only good thing about this video, okay, there is one thing in this video. So he does a bunch of leg lifts. He does the bicycle kicks. That's all legit. Good for Frank. But watch how he goes a little gangster at the end, Dom and Matt. Watch
That was his gang sign. That's the Frank Stallone gang sign.
Just check it out one more time.
You know what, though? The only people that have seen that, they died immediately after.
That's
so
true.
That was the last thing they saw.
Now we're on to the picture format of the Frank Stallone episode. So did you know that Frank was a boxer, sometime amateur boxer? Did you either one of you know this in his past?
I didn't.
I just watched last night his on YouTube his boxing match that he did, like a celebrity boxing match with Geraldo Rivera.
Yes, I seen that too.
Yeah, Howard Stern, I think, sponsored it or something, and they did 3 rounds. And Frank won. He kicked Geraldo's ass, but I didn't know he did it beyond celebrity boxing.
Well, with Frank and Sly, I never know what's true when it comes to stories. I just don't know what's true. I went on Wikipedia to Frank's Wikipedia page. There was no indication on, at least just on Wikipedia, of any kind of professional fighting career. If you do want to see one of the more embarrassing things of Frank's, and Frank's got a lot of embarrassing things to watch, but one of them is the Geraldo match. It's pretty bad. It's Howard Stern is ringside. It's literally looks like it was filmed in some local gym or whatever. The crowd looks, those crowds that go to the Shopping Network crowds. The Shopping Network crowds in the stands, they clap every time the blender works or whatever. That's what the crowd felt like at the boxing match. So anyways, Frank says here, after one of my toughest fights, coming out on the winning end, of course, he has to say that, one of his toughest fights coming out on the winning end was a joy. This is the amateur ranks. I was 165, 3-round minimum, and horsehair gloves. If you haven't already, folks, just go on YouTube and check out Frank Stallone versus Geraldo Rivera. We already gave you the outcome of the fight, but
spoiler alert.
It doesn't take away any of the joy of that fight. I guarantee it. Okay, so this is very interesting. So we got a picture here. Frank is outside some sort of building. and it looks like a breast. The top of the building looks like a boob, essentially, flesh-colored dome. This is what he has to say about the building, though. He goes, "The world-famous Brown Derby restaurant now sits on the roof in Koreatown, stripped of any semblance of its great history. I despise developers. I believe they destroy history and its content and replace them with ugly, uncreative architecture that means nothing in life. This is why LA is finished."
He really
All
liked
right.
the Brown Derby restaurant, Frank. He really was a fan.
Frank is one of these people where everything in the past was great and the future is
Right.
terrible.
Right.
I almost wish some First Nations, that's what we call them in Canada, or a Native American person would come up to Frank and says, "Yeah, we kind of liked our buildings too."
I wonder what he would say to that.
Like, yeah, the history was great. We kind of like what we built too, you know. So Frank wants to hold on to history, but he doesn't want to hear about anyone else's history other than his own. Okay. I think this is another photo from the Family Stallone show because we've got Frank with Scarlett, I believe. So he says here with Big Brother, I love it, Big Brother and Scarlett. He goes, "I know I look like a bird watcher, but I just came from the range. LOL." So again, it must be Sunday, Dom. It must be Sunday because he's
shooting his gun, right? Wearing his cowboy hat.
What is Sly doing in this photo?
Looks like he's clinching. He might be about to punch Frank, honestly.
I think he's looking at the cameraman. He's checking out Scarlett. I think that's what's happening here.
Oh my god.
Oh, go
Does
ahead,
Frank's
yeah.
shirt say exist or sexist?
You
No,
just
it's-
took the words right out of my mouth, Matt.
Have you ever seen the Coexist T-shirts?
Yeah.
So it's Coexist.
It's
But instead of the religious symbols of Judaism, Christian, Muslim creating the words of coexist, it's different guns.
Oh, I can see the T looks like a machine gun. Yeah.
That's right. It's an Uzi. You've got handguns, rifles, shotguns, forming the words coexist. So he took away the religious symbols of the
He's
coexist.
an
that was
angry
jumped-
guy. He is one angry
Yeah.
dude.
I like it better thinking it said sexist.
Yeah,
honestly.
that was ironic. Like he was embracing it.
This picture alone for Sly, I don't know what he's doing. Okay. Scarlett's gorgeous, of course, so good for her. Now, this is a picture of a young Frank. What's he holding there behind him? Is that a horse on his shoulder?
Like a saddle, maybe?
This is great, guys, because look, if you want to know who Frank was, if you wanted to truly know the man, this write-up describes who he is. He goes, "Sensitivity is not a bad trait. I'm considered macho by the left, but I've always been an exposed nerve ending. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. I grew up in an era where you bucked up and not show your emotions. Being a whiny candy ass is also not attractive. But being a real man is showing emotions. I've been around the toughest of the toughest. But when they hold a child or puppy and cry real tears." This is how the sentence reads. Tell me what this means. He goes, "I have been around the toughest of the toughest, comma, but when they hold a child or puppy and cry real tears, period." What?
That's the complete sentence, Ryan.
He goes, "That to me, that is a real human being. And I'm my book, it makes
Yes.
you what? Oh, I think he meant to say, and in my book." Frank, I shouldn't have to correct this. This is ridiculous, but I have to so people know what I'm saying. Or what you're meaning to say. "And in my book, it makes you a real man feeling a real human being. If you don't get that, oh my gosh, he uses grammar. If you don't get that, dig deep in your soul." Okay, guys, the Church of Frank is now in session.
The sensitive
What?
guy that talks about women's fat back.
Somebody actually wrote there, "Well said, Frank."
It's the opposite of well said. Does
Go
anybody
ahead, please.
consider him a macho man?
No. No. It's celebrities in general. I hate it when they tell us how to be. I just don't like it.
Mhm.
Don't tell me how to be. Okay. Next one. All right, here we go.
Oh my God, that's not going to be good.
Yeah. So you just saw this picture and you said that tell the listeners what we're looking at.
Who is it? Is it that's like General Patton or something? Like,
Yeah, it's
or somebody
Patton, yeah.
dressed up as Patton. It's just sad.
Okay, so we got a spiritual / religious lesson from Frank about how to be as a person. Now we're gonna get some military strategy, Frank. Can you imagine if Frank ran the churches and the military?
Oh my god.
Okay, so here's what Frank has to say. So this is General Frank Stallone in session, folks. He says, if the powers that be would have left General Patton and General MacArthur to do what they wanted, we would have no problem with Russia, China, and Korea. Bad move on Truman's part. Guess what? A Democrat. He's saying that Truman, who pulled MacArthur out of, I think it was North Korea, the Korean conflict, pulled him out and stopped it from happening any further, whatever it was, the Korean War. He's basically saying, had Pat and MacArthur been able to do what they were able to do as tough military leaders as they were in their own time, even though they didn't always make right decisions, he's basically saying that we'd basically have Russia eradicated.
Mhm.
How we would have done that, I'm not sure. China alone, I'm not sure. And this is why I kept this picture too, because it's not very often that Frank responds, but when he does, it's gold. You have to get the response. So this individual, Leon Feeney, bless your heart, Leon, for saying something because you've really exposed yourself to Frank. She said, I think you need to do some research. Pat and MacArthur both made very bad decisions that lost many Allied lives. Not saying Truman didn't either, but maybe use other people as examples. And she did say LOL, and that's her way of saying, like, no hard feelings, but Patton and MacArthur made decisions too that lost American lives. Here we go. Frank Stallone, do your research. If we would have let Mac roll into China and Patton into Russia, we wouldn't have today's problems. People die in battle, no matter who's in charge. Okay, this is what he wrote. Now we have problems with thesis country.
Thesis.
Now we have problems with these countries, is what he meant to say. We should have taken care of business. Mac was the super ally commander of the Pacific as well. I think they know more about the military than the president. General Frank Stallone in session. I think this is the last picture. This picture here, folks, is an old-timey Honest Joe's pawn shop. Okay, this is from probably 1950s, looks like. Late 50s, early 60s. And it's a pawn shop. It just says Joe's got guns and locks, Honest Joe, need cash, Lone Ranger. So it's a big lone pawn shop, okay? This is the write-up Frank has to say. Check it out. He goes, this is what it was like growing up. Some stores sold everything. So he's saying here this store sold tools, guns, and it gave you cash. So according to Frank, everything is guns and cash lending and tools. This is ridiculous. There's more, though. We had a small country general store that sold everything. People weren't afraid to hustle and work. Stores were open 7 days a week. Boy, has this nation gotten lazy.
I don't even know what to make of this thing, because he even says, like, we had a small country general store growing up. This is not a small country general store. This is like a sad pawn shop.
Right.
And he's saying, like, boy, everything's gotten so lazy now. Like, this is a photo of where you went when you were desperate and you had to sell all your stuff to make extra money because everything was kind of shitty. And somehow he's holding this up as like, this is what it used to be.
The same place people are so desperate to need cash is the same place you can buy a gun and shoot yourself.
Get a nice Coca-Cola afterwards too.
Oh man. Anyways, I think that's it, guys. I think that might be the last photo. But yeah, that was episode 7 this week.
Somebody went at him on that, huh? I see.
Oh, did they? Is that what? Oh, let me go back.
God, shut up already. We don't all have a talented brother we can ride the coattails of. Wow, somebody did take him on.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second, folks. I missed that one. Okay, he may have responded to that. Ooh, it's still up.
Oh, and he said, "Stop shitting on everybody. Be happy with your success and stop shitting on everyone."
Someone said that too?
Yeah, that was the same guy.
Oh, see, sorry, folks. Yeah, like I said, you have to apologize. I'm a little bit punchy. My show notes aren't with this computer. I keep going to Frank Stallone's Instagram on my computer, and I'm waiting to be blocked. It hasn't happened yet. Okay, let's go.
Then what are we gonna do?
I have other accounts that he doesn't know about.
We're gonna have burner accounts just to view his profile.
Oh, it got deleted.
Did it?
I didn't bring down the comments.
Damn.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. That's funny. Yeah.
I mean, his response was probably something along the lines of, "You shut up already."
So it goes to show you that Alex, his camera guy, is deleting comments, or Frank is. Frank does delete messages, which is why I go back to my theory that who is this guy? Those things are getting deleted.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so mad at myself because there's 12 replies under that. You know, one of them has to be Frank, and I
Definitely.
Oh, what I wouldn't give. If you're listening to the show, guys, and you were one of those people, please tell me what was said. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach out to Big Fella 7676 and ask him, did Frank respond? Because I got to know.
That concludes another episode of Frank Stallone. Who is this guy?